Hey guys, so some good news or bad news, depends how you want to look at it. Basically some leaked documents coming out from NVidia. Basically their 2012 Kepler lineup of graphics cards were leaked out, all the way from the GTX 690 to the GTS 640. So here are the price ranges. Now there are quite a few graphics cards that will be released this year, so just keep your ears open because it's a lot of information to process. But if you don't want to process it, you can read it here while I'm reading it. So basically, the GTS 690 will be released at Q3 of 2012, so that's quite nice. It will cost a whopping $995, so that's quite significant. Its CPU clock will be 1.5 gigahertz, so that's extremely well. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. The GTS 680 will cost $650, give or take $1. Basically, it'll be clocked at 1.7 gigahertz, so it's faster than the 690 and it's cheaper. So we'll see how that turns out. It's going to be released in April 2012. So yeah, the GTX 670 is going to be costing $499 or $500, give or take $1. Its speeds are going to be 1.7 gigahertz, and it's coming out April 2012. Then there's the GTX 600 Ti, which is 1.7 gigahertz, costs $399, and will be released at Q2 or Q3 of 2012, which is in a few months. So we'll see how that turns out. Then there's the GTX 660, 1.8 gigahertz, $319, and it will be released around April 2012. So most of these things are coming around April, so we'll see how that turns out. Now there's the GTX 650 Ti, 1.7 gigahertz, cost around $249, so almost around $250. It's going to be released around Q2 or Q3 of 2012. So yeah. Then there's a GTX 650, which is going to be really this is not the Ti version. This is just the regular. Basically, it's 1.8 gigahertz. It's going to cost around $179, and it will be released in May 2012. Then there's the cheapest of them all, which will be the GTX 640. It's going to have around 1.7 gigahertz, and it'll cost around $140, and it'll be released in May 2012. So we'll see how this all turns out, but this is extremely great news for NVIDIA and the whole lineup of graphics cards coming out this year. So anyways, comment, rate, and subscribe.